We jump right in and talk to you about just swallowing the conversation, just talking all over it to Tommy. Tommy, we want to get your thoughts. In your mind's eye, when it comes to the Bears' new stadium, did you envision it being in Arlington Heights, or did you envision a dome on the lakefront?
I always envisioned when the conversation became something that was creeping towards reality that it would be in Arlington Heights. Like, I was 100% convinced because it made the most sense. Not only that, but if you go back to the genesis of their decision, you know, they put down, almost $200 million for that tract of land. And the Bears don't normally throw around $200 million lightly. So my thought is there's no doubt their intentions are pure and they're going to build here. And I got to tell you guys, I drove by that area the other day, and it is just a magnificent piece of land where you could build a paradise unlike anything else. And I've always been an advocate of it. So, Jonathan, I was 100% sold that that's where they were going to be. But then when they hired Kevin Warren and you heard him talk and the sincerity in his voice, and if you've had an opportunity to talk with him, I don't believe, never have believed he's playing poker. I think his 110% intent is to build this stadium on the lakefront. So I was 100% convinced, guys, that it was going to be in Arlington Heights. Now I'm 100% convinced, and have been for a while, that they're not playing this game of poker. This is where they want to be.
Yeah, and did you read the Tribune article yet this morning?
I think it came out. Did it come out last night?
Yeah.
About like how unlikely it is that downstate in Springfield that they're going to okay any type of $2.3 billion public funding,
and that the Friends of the Parks are a real impediment to trying to get this done. So,
and as a Cook County person, I'm going to have to pick up half the tab if this goes through.
Yeah, and Jonathan, look, I mean, I think that, and you could speak to this better than those of us who don't live in Cook County, but like, you're not going to get a vote. What's going to end up happening is you can hold your representatives accountable, I guess, when the next election comes
I'm not
around.
sure about that now. I think it may end up getting a referendum on the ballot.
All right. I was not aware of the political machinations of this, but it doesn't. I was not aware of whether or not when they decided to rehab Soldier Field, did that go up for a vote?
I don't believe that it did,
so.
but they just Kansas City Royals and Chiefs tried to do the end around, and they said, nope. Sorry, it's 2023 was when the vote was, I believe,
Right.
And they lost massively.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the Chiefs.
My guess is, guys, is that if this was something that was voted on by the people of Cook County or the people of Chicago, it wouldn't get passed. Look, I think that if you lean on some of the economic reports and some of the smart people with regard to business, they will tell you it is virtually a 95 to 100% fallacy that public spending or the public economy is given a boost by these types of projects. That's always the promise that comes from the organizations, but the reality is I don't think it really pays off, no pun intended, in the manner in which they intend. And the thing that caught my attention most, guys, of that article is there's still, when you combine the amount of public funding that was put into building guaranteed rate and the rehab of Soldier Field, there's still $630 million of debt on the books.
There's more now than when they did the deal.
Yeah, because my guess is that it's such an
interest-only loans don't work out well.
Not for projects this big. So, look, I love this team. I love this franchise. I have more excitement, enthusiasm, and optimism about them than I've had in maybe forever. But this one is this one's going to be a tough sell, even with the organization pointed in the right direction. So we'll find out. I'm told, I was up at Hallis Hall yesterday, and they always have a great event to recognize the Piccolo Award winners, a rookie and a veteran. And T.J. Edwards was a veteran, and Darnell Wright was the rookie. And it's a fabulous situation and program and whatever they do. The point I'm making is there was a lot of enthusiasm in that building from people that I know up there about what is going to be presented today. Now, I mean, look, I get it. Nobody's going to say, hey, we're going to put some crayon drawings out there and it's going to suck. No, I get it. I mean, they're trying to sell their own product, but there is some some significant and I think sincere enthusiasm from some folks up there about that. They think they got a winner here.
All right, let's talk on the field because that's what is going to grab center stage after today's news conference. It's Caleb Williams at 1, and then at 9, there's some smoke that the Bears, Odunze's on the flight with Caleb, and they've been throwing footballs to each other. But there's also some smoke that Brock Bowers is a guy the Bears like a lot. How would you feel about Brock Bowers at 9?
It wouldn't be my first choice, but I'm kind of I'm going to ride. What's that?
Why?
Well, because you've spent significant resources on your tight end position. You've given Cole Kmet a contract extension. Gerald Everett was brought in here, not a ton of money.
But is he a tight end or more of a receiver?
No, he's a tight end. I mean, he can do some. He's probably a touch more athletic than. But don't make any mistake. He's not George Kittle. I mean, I don't think so.